I think when you feel like you are so broken or lost or down, you know, one of the way that I teach is on using the container of the medicine wheel, Native American Celtic sacred wheel. And it just provides a way for people to access that part of themselves that's stronger than what's holding them back.
Doing the work with soul loss really helped me to understand how parts of ourselves just get lost along the way when we don't.
I had had what I call my baptism of tears. Everything fell away, and I was very close to the emotions that I was feeling.
I realize I have no balance in my life whatsoever, but it's okay because I know there's a tool I can use to gain balance in my life. And I totally can see when we learned about the excesses and being a workaholic, that's me.
What led me to this path was I was in a really dark place, and I just had several major life experiences happen all at once that left me in a place of grief, depression, sadness. My health wasn't in a good place, and my relationships were in shambles, and just all of a sudden felt like everything fell away as if I had died.
Like I literally feel like I've woken up from a 12-year sleep, and I'm looking around going, I'm in exactly the same place I was in 12 years ago.
It was kind of spiritually wandering because I just couldn't, I had tried so many things I didn't feel connected to.
You learn by life being messy and being hard and being in those moments where you are forced to tap into that strength.
But now I know that there are tools, and I've been exploring tools in this mentorship to help balance that out. And I realize it's been taking away from other parts of my life now. So I really feel a lot of gratefulness for being actually connected in this way to this community.
I had always felt in my life very disconnected from myself, disconnected from others, and disconnected from pretty much everything. I was always kind of taught, you forgive and you forget. You move on. Very harmful relationships over and over and over again. I realized that I needed to address these things because it's how that is what was creating how I responded to life. I didn't know where I was or who I was. It was just a really dark night, and I kept being led to Dakota's website.
I've never met Dakota, but I've always felt such like a safety with her.
I met Dakota 2 years ago, and it was just an instant connection. When I met her, there was resonance. I felt like I had known her in another life.
And instantly knew that what she was teaching was just different from all the things that I'd heard before. And I just felt a connection that I needed to explore this more.
She's just very compassionate, and she's very wise. And
it gives you the safety to be who you need to be, the safety net there. The wisdom that comes from, I don't know where, but she's an amazingly wise teacher.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I knew I had just stepped into some place that I was supposed to be that was just gonna take me on the path that I belong.
She never tells you what you need to do. She just gives you all the tools to do what you need to do.
When you meet Dakota, or even on these calls when you meet Dakota, you're drawn to her. She's very special, I would say person, but I think she's more than that. I think a very special being.
The way that she holds the space for me and the rest of the people in the mentorship has been really profound for me. It's been such a great example for me too.
So what she delivers is phenomenal.
What I really appreciate about Dakota is that we provided a safe container for me to grow and blossom and just become who I'm supposed to be in this world.
I've worked with a few, healers or therapists before, and the sense that I got from them was that I needed them to be a part of my life in order for me to change it, and I couldn't do it myself. But with the mentorship and working with Dakota, it's really empowered me to know that I have all the answers within.
When you have that wisdom, it almost wakes up that piece of you that already knew all this information.